All right, Shalom Israel. First off, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, rule well through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, all right, the house of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching and living the word in sincerity and truth. All right, this is Brother Yarla from GMS Dallas, back with another lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. And tonight I just wanted to do a response lesson to one of the other deacons in our camp, Yadaka, who did this lesson that you see right now on your screen. And it was very, very edifying lesson. I recommend brothers listen to it. But I just kind of want to go do a response video to it because some things he said kind of resonated with me in the spirit. So I just kind of want to give my perspective on it, and also give edification to the hopeful elect as well concerning this matter. All right, the title is The Lack of Unity Among People is Being Made Plain. So the brother was going into how there's division amongst America, amongst the whole world in general. There's division. There's no real unity. It's a real cutthroat society. And he referenced an article of a pregnant woman being choked at a football game, So that just evidence to show you that there is no love in this place. There is division and non-unity in walking around, chiefly here in America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. Okay, everyone locks their doors. There's no trust here. You could be telling the truth, but people will just naturally take you as a liar, man. You really have to work hard to show that you're telling the truth here in this society, which is something I noticed. You could be, someone could ask you, for example, if you're filming them on your phone, if you said no, but with a smile on your face, they tend to think that you're lying, man, because that's how people portray themselves. They're just so cutthroat that you really have to, stress that you're telling the truth here for people to believe you, and that's not how things should be. But that's the way this world is being ran right now, because of Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, who is really of the nation of Edom, okay, descendants of Esau. That's how they're running this world, man, because they're in power right now. It's because of because of the rulers. That's how the rulers are. That's how society's gonna be ran according to the scriptures. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and jump into the scripture. I'm going to just keep talking. But I'm going to start off with the scripture that the brother had brought out, which is Matthew the 24th chapter. We'll start off with that. All right, it's Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what's abounding here is nothing but iniquity, okay? Iniquity is synonymous with sin. And what is sin? When you read 1 John 3 and 4, sin is a transgression of the law, man. So the laws and statutes and commandments are not being pushed here, okay? Because sin is abounding, okay? And let's get that word abound. Okay, so like it's pleithuno. Okay, Strong's G 4128 pleithuno. Or I'll just let the Edomite say it.
Strong's G 4129 pleithuno.
Okay, pleithuno. All right, to increase, to multiply, to be increased, be multiplied, multiplied, to be increased, to multiply. So that's what the word abound means. So because iniquity is multiplying, man, it's just not adding up. It's multiplying this wicked society. Why? Because America, aka Babylon, is a culmination of all the past heathenistic kingdoms, man. They've taken something from everyone to make one perfect ball of wickedness, which is why the destruction of this place is going to be read about and spoken about after the elect. Okay, the 144,000 men from 12,000 from each tribe of the nation of Israel, and the 1/3, man, just the believers, the families, the children, the wives, of the nation of Israel as well. Once they're delivered, we're going to speak about this, man. We're going to speak about this deliverance and this destruction. Why? Because this place was so wicked. All right, when you read in Jeremiah 16 and 14, it says, "No longer the children of Israel shall say, the Lord liveth that delivereth out of the land of Egypt, but out of the land of the north," loosely paraphrasing, man. So we're gonna speak about this is the new Exodus, because this place was so wicked and it did so much in disrespect to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, but Matthew 24 and 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So that's cold, man. When you choking out a pregnant woman at a football game, because someone's going from a different team, but someone's from a different city. Okay, it has to be a drunken ball. I just seen something online. Okay, between the Red Sox and Yankees fans, it was an all-out brawl at a bar. You know, but of course it was all Edomites. You know, throwing chairs. You know, all type of madness going on, man. A huge brawl because of someone's from because of the Red Sox and Yankees rivalry. You know. They have rivalry games in every sport, and it tends to break out in fights, you know. But it's just a damn game, man. But people take folly so serious here that they're willing to fight over it, man. You know, and so because of all that iniquity, what's going on, and all this folly, the love of many is waxing colder, man. To where somebody you can step on someone's shoes in a crowded club. Okay, if it's the wrong person, they'll have a pistol, and hey, they'll try to take you out, man, over a scuffed up shoe. Because they don't want that icy white A1s to be scuffed up, you know. But not move with any understanding that it's a crowded club and hey, shit happens, man. You know. But you got to leave the earth because their shoes are scuffed up. You know, that's how cold it is in the society. Everyone locks their doors. You double and triple check your doors, your alarms in your cars, you know, your house alarms. You know, like the brother mentioned, man, it's a real cutthroat society here, man. You know. Identity theft is just ridiculous, you know, but that's the devil anyway. You shouldn't have a social security number or a birth certificate or all that other stuff so people can take advantage of that, you know. It should just be about your spirit and your name and how you govern yourself and how you walk with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's the only name that you need, man. Now, we did have a registry, but it wasn't to where you can, it's off a credit-based society where you can steal people's identity to pretend to be them, mess up their whole life, you know. That stuff is ridiculously heavy here, man. To where, you know, you got to shred your receipts and you got to go through all this just to protect yourself, man. Why? Because this society is so cutthroat, you know, and so because of the iniquity it's bounded. All right. Let's get. Actually, since I mentioned it earlier about the rulers, let's get Sirach chapter 10. All right, Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. All right, and who's the judges right now? Okay, Esau, the nation of Edom, they're ruling the earth right now. All right, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right, and the main judge is who? The Lord Yahushua. Okay, they said that he was an Edomite. They put up their image in the likeness of put up their image and likeness of that, you know, to prove a point, man, to prove their dominance. Okay, and so they're the judges right now. They're in wrongful judgments proceeding, but they're the judges right now. And so as they are, so as officers, people up under them that's enforcing their rule. So hey, what do you have here? Okay, a bunch of cutthroat politicians, corrupt police officers that hate Jake and just shooting Jake for no reason, just to you know, fulfill their hatred for Jake, you know. Politicians and certain officers are being found out through the spirit to be a part of pedophile rings and drug rings and all type of stuff, man. Complete utter wickedness. Why? Because that's the rulers, man. Okay, the rulers are the top pedophiles. Okay, the top witches and warlocks, sacrificing, all out wickedness, homosexual acts, you know, cutthroat deals, stabbing people in the back, you know, all that is going to trickle down to the people up under them, man. And that's it all the way to the people. All right. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is such are all that dwell therein. Because there's wicked rulership, iniquity is abounding, man, because there's wicked rulership going on right now. So the people in the city are falling under that vibration, man, because that's what's being pushed. Okay. In Israel, we push what? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, law, statutes, commandments, man. And we have 40 years of peace under King Solomon. Why? Because he sought the kingdom first, and then the Most High blessed on everything else. But he was dealing with the Heavenly Father until he went off in his older age. Okay, but what manner of the ruler is of the city is, so are all that dwell therein, man. So there's a wicked rulership that's ruling right now. The brother brought out Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are on authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, so the wicked is bearing rule right now. So everyone's mourning, everyone's unhappy. Relationship-wise, they're unhappy. Job-wise, they're unhappy. It's just complete and utter madness here, man. Why? Because there's wickedness being perpetuated. Okay. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So Esau's an unwise king. Why? Because he's not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. Okay, the scripture say the fool has said in his heart that there is no power, and that's these Edomites, man. Okay, but full of a bunch of foolish and blasphemous talk against the Heavenly Father, and so they're destroying the people intentionally. You know, just the way they're running the food, the way they produce the food here. Okay, what they play on TV, what they play on the radio, what they teach in their schools. Every facet of Esau society is destroying the people because it's all the ways of death, man. Okay, and then 2/3 of our people have made a covenant with that, so they're going to perish along with this wicked ass society. Just want to throw that out there. 2/3 you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are going to be put to death here, man, as prophesied by the scriptures. 2/3, okay. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And so that's when the city is going to be inhabited, man, because the Most High is about to set up prudent leaders through the Spirit, man. Okay, through the Heavenly Father, down to Yahushua, the King David, the rest of the 12 apostles. All right, then down to the rest of the elect, and then the 1/3, man. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. So it's ultimately of the Most High doing this, okay? You read Isaiah 45:7, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil, I the Lord Yahweh do all these things. Okay, so it's ultimately the Most High that's doing this, bring the division, you know, through the Lord. Okay, because he the only thing that the Most High created himself was Yahushua. That's why he's the only begotten. But then he gave Yahushua the blueprint to create the rest of the first fruits, the holy host of angels that help create, and then create everything else. And he gave that to Yahushua to do that, you know. So he's going to set up a rulership through Yahushua in due time. But the Most High, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, is controlling all of this, you know. And so it's prophesied. So hey, that's what we're seeing right now. Let's grab Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. All right, and we're the prophets now, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we giving you the straight truth, man, the 100% truth, the raw, skinny, uncompromising, unyielding. Okay, not trimming our way to seek love. Okay, through the blessings of Yahweh Shem Shai. O Lord, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry unto thee of violence and thou wilt not save. And that's how we feel sometimes, you know. But hey, the Most High made a promise that he's going to come and deliver his people. He's going to raise up his elect, and he's going to send his son back, man, and put an end to this. And we see that happening, you know. But we just have to. That's why the scripture says, "Here's the patience and the faith of the saints." You got to just have to have patience, man. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? So the Most High shows us this, okay. The Most High is in control of everything, contrary to popular belief and how people govern themselves. For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise of strife and contention. That's all we see here in America. Okay, Habakkuk saw this in his time, and we're seeing it now in our time, you know. We see nothing but spoiling and violence, man. That's all you hear is everyone looking for the next world star moment. Spoiling, people hitting licks, scams. Okay, you gotta have sometimes you gotta have an app on your phone for likely scam numbers, you know. People try to get you that way, get you to pay some type of bill or make some type of payment, scare you into giving them your money, man. People being spoiled here. People robbing each other at gunpoint, stick up kids, you know, bank robbers, legitimate businesses that are spoiling people, you know, all type of ways. And violence, man. Like I said, everyone looking for that next world star moment. If you get your head busted in a fight and you bleeding, the first thing people gonna do is record it, man. The last thing they gonna do is call an ambulance for you or call 911. No one's looking after your welfare here. It's gonna be 12 cameras in your damn face watching you bleed out on the concrete, man. Someone yelling world star in the faint distance that you could bear because you're so damn knocked out and nobody's helping you, you know. Like I say, gang violence here, man. It's just people fighting in churches now. You know, like I said, I mentioned earlier, your brother Yalaka mentioned an article about a pregnant woman getting choked out the game. Then I saw online a big ass brawl in a sports bar between Yankees and Red Sox fans, man. You know. Side note to that, you know, if it was crackers, then everyone probably just go to jail or they'll just break it up. Let that have been niggas, man. It been tear gas, pepper spray, bullets, and tasers all over the place for Jake, man. You know. And there are that raise up strife and contention. So there's nothing but strife and contention here, man. When you see a person, you're automatically on your guard, you know, in this place, man. Someone walking up on you, you're on your guard, you know. It's nothing but strife and contention here. A constant just road rage, you know. Because of iniquity is multiplying in this society, man. Verse 4, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forward. The law is slack, man, because iniquity is abounding. Esau doesn't push the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Okay, he pushes his own agenda, do as thou wilt. That's Satan. That's Satan's spirit. Okay, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous, and that's what you see here. And that's why the takedown of this place is going to be so epic when the saints take the kingdom behind Yahushua, man. Because the Most High is only looking for a few good men, 144,000 men against the millions of the people. And they're all going to get steamrolled along with Esau's weaponry. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. So wrong judgment's proceeding here, man. The wrong judgment is proceeding here. Very unbalanced moves and judgments are being perpetuated and multiplied here in America. Why? Because of the Edomites. All right, and that started with Alexander the Greek, man. The scripture say when they got in power, evils are multiplied. Just like evils are multiplied on earth, which let me just grab that real quick. First Maccabees. Start at verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bear rule everyone in his place. He had 4 generals that bear rule in his place, you know. Ptolemy, Seleucus, Cassander, and Lacedaemon. And his servants bear rule everyone in his place, but the most 2 prominent empires were Seleucid and Ptolemy Empire, you know. So Seleucid Empire, that's where read about the Antiochus, okay, the different Antiochus rulers, chiefly Antiochus Epiphanes as well, the 4th, you know, so they came out of that line. And the servants bear rule everyone in his place, and after his death they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay, because and that's why evils were multiplied in the earth, because Edomites are ruling right now, man. Same thing back then, because it's all the same nation, man. It's a Greek empire and it was a Roman empire, but they were all Edomites. Okay. Then you have America, which is ran by Edomites as well, man. All right, and so evils are multiplied in the earth because the devil is ruling. Okay, him whose workings are after Satan. When you read 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Okay, well, I said ultimately the Lord is doing this, man. You know, it's of the Most High's will, and it is of His prophecies. And His word doesn't return to Him void. So now we're seeing these prophecies being fulfilled right now. Let's grab Luke 12:51. As I said, it was the Lord doing it. Luke chapter 12. I'll start at verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? So the Lord is doing this, man. The Most High is using Yahushua to send that fire, man. Bring that heat to this place. Turn everything up, man. Stir everything up. You know. What happens when something gets warm, like a soup or when you boil in water or a broth or something like that? Once that heat comes, everything is better. It mixes better. You know, that's why you drink liquor, room temperature, warm. It hits your bloodstream faster. You know, because of the temperature of it. Okay. Suppose you die. Verse 50. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose you that I came to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. So, hey, the Lord is, if you ever read the Bible, this is Yahushua talking. Okay? That's why there is no peace on earth right now. You know? People keep screaming peace and peace, but it's nothing but envy and contention coming out of people, man. You know, Christians are the worst, man. I love you, but then in the same breath call you a motherfucker and all this, and you know? We see that on the highways and byways all the time, dude, from these so-called Christians. Okay, but there is no peace on earth. There's division being brought here. Division in the household, division in classes, division amongst the races. Okay, there's gonna be class wars, race wars. The household is completely damn near completely destabilized, man. I mean, there are people, their households still together, but it's destroyed, man. It's just honestly destroyed. You know, there's division all over the place, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing this, man. It's the will of the Heavenly Father, man. The brother referenced 2 Corinthians the 15th chapter. It's gonna be sedition among men, people going from house to house. Okay, because iniquity is abounding, man. It's getting to that point to where the shit's really about to hit the fan here. You know. But like I said, there's no love and care here for your fellow man. You know, just like the brother was going into. It's completely insane. Well, like I say, it's because iniquity is abounding and because who's ruling, you know. But with that, that's pretty much all I had. Like I said, the brothers went to that. It was a beautiful lesson. It's the spirit kind of hit me to want to do a response to it. So that's pretty much all the scriptures I had. Well, when it was edifying for Yakiam. If you have any comments or any precepts, Baba Shah, please post it. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakadash. Double honor, apostles and elders of great millstone rule through the spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.